sister's keeper.
Last time we checked out some Freddy's nightmares, Freddy Krueger was enacting some revenge on the cop who set him on fire. You can't exactly blame the guy. I mean, Freddy was stalking his daughters, but he only made things worse because Freddy has returned, and with their father dead, the young Blocker twins, Lisa and Merritt, now have to deal with a Freddy who stalks them in the only place that no one can save them, their dreams. The episode begins, and I'm glad to see Lisa has moved on so quickly since her father was killed by Freddy.
20 minutes.
A lot can happen in 20 minutes.
I don't know, games of Monopoly usually take a few hours, although I don't think they're about to play Monopoly. I know this is basically a PG version of A Nightmare on Elm Street, so I'm really not expecting anything here. Even though they're not conjoined twins, Merritt somehow feels what her sister does, which is really strange. And even weirder, it looks like she's getting her sister's boyfriend's slobber all over her lips. No time to worry about the makeout session because there's someone in Merritt's closet.
"7 years. Bad luck."
Freddy doesn't exactly try to kill her, just give her more of a light scratch. Lisa feels the cut and thinks her boyfriend John has really bad fingernail hygiene. Merritt checks herself, but she seems to be fine. Meanwhile, 20 minutes are up and it's time for John to leave. He looks a little frustrated because he was probably expecting a little action, and now I understand why their last name is Blocker.
You didn't have to wait up for me.
I wasn't waiting, I got woke up.
With acting like this, I'm surprised I haven't seen them in anything outside of this show. Lisa notices the broken mirror and asks her sister why she was waiting up for her. Merritt explains she wasn't waiting up, it was Freddy. The whole Freddy dream thing is very new in this timeline of the series, so everyone thinks Merritt is just Lisa's crazy ass twin sister.
He got you.
What?
It was my dream and he got you.
I know Freddy is new to the whole dream slasher thing, but he really needs to sharpen those razors. Later that night, Merritt is fast asleep. Oh, isn't that sweet? Freddy's tucking her in. The next morning at the Brady house, Merritt wakes up but she seems to be perfectly fine. See, Freddy isn't all that bad, he just wanted her to have a good night's sleep. Those are some sweet mom genes.
See you later.
She'll never get over Freddy if you don't quit babying her.
Yeah, Mom, how dare you worry about your daughter who had a traumatic experience with a child killer? Merritt notices Lisa has a bruise around her neck in the exact same spot Freddy was cuddling her to death. At school, Jim Brewer tries to flirt with Merritt.
You mean you're not afraid being seen with me? The girl who cried Freddy?
You don't look so tough. You just have this tragic nobility about you.
Nice try, Shakespeare, but your lame magic tricks and douchey John Mayer shtick isn't enough to win Merritt over.
That was the most cliche thing a guidance counselor could say.
So sue me, I got a hangover.
I'm not sure that the guidance counselor should be telling students that he's hungover. The fashion and hair on this is just amazing.
First your dad goes nuts because he let Freddy go. And then you go nuts thinking Freddy's back.
A random 80s bully appears, and I can't wait for Freddy to kill her in some super creative fashion. Lisa tries to build up her sister's confidence with a new outfit, but that won't work. Freddy doesn't even like those colors.
They think I'm a mutant.
Forget about Allison. She's just a stuck-up bitch who likes Jeff Ritza.
Looks like we've got ourselves a love triangle over this guy.
Attitude? You be me for a day and tell me it's attitude.
Okay, I will.
Uh-oh, I smell some Parent Trap-like shenanigans. Later that night, Merritt keeps her sister up by reading a book, which is a big no-no in that house. Reading is for poor people. The Blockers watch TV. Oh god, she's having my worst nightmare of having to perform in a school play. Hey, it's the Rizzo Ratzo guy that has a thing for her, and Frederick J. Krueger. And if I had to choose between Freddy and Guitar Boy, I'm going with Freddy. I didn't realize Freddy was such a talented musician. Merritt absolutely hates metal though because she's more of a Swiftie. Luckily for her, she wakes up before Freddy can perform an encore. There are some sweet mullets in this high school full of 40-year-olds.
You want to have lunch with me today?
Wouldn't Lisa mind?
Hell no. She always says that you and I should get to know each other better.
Johnny Boy is playing with fire, but I'm sure the twin sisters who share a room together won't talk about what Lisa's boyfriend just tried to do.
I love guitar players.
Soliciting in public, Allison.
Are they really going at it over this guy? Meanwhile, Lisa's decided to skip school and get all dolled up for something.
I am Lisa. I'm so very popular. I don't know what to do.
This is very odd behavior for someone who is clearly Lisa. John also decides to skip some school, but what happened to Lisa's lipstick?
If you're really not well, I'll split.
No, stay, I want you to.
That's my girl. Now show Dr. John where it hurts.
You know, I'm gonna need to see some credentials because I think he's about to perform medical malpractice. For an 80s bully, she's not that bad of an artist. I especially love the mustache Freddy has all of a sudden. Lisa and her boyfriend are getting a little handsy when Lisa has a sudden change of heart.
I'm not Lisa, I'm Merritt.
Alright, so it isn't Lisa, but John sure doesn't seem to mind. Before anything can go any further, Merritt gives John a good smack and sends him packing. Later that night, Lisa and Merritt get into an argument over Merritt's attempt to steal Lisa's boyfriend. But let's not blame the guy who made a pass at Lisa in the hall, thinking it was Merritt, and then making out with Merritt, thinking it was Lisa. But let's back up for 1 second. So Lisa goes to school dressed as Merritt so she can what exactly? See what it's like to be her sister for a day? But how did she know Merritt wasn't going to school? She left before Merritt even got up, so it's not like she saw her sister call in.
You will be Lisa when Lisa's gone.
Gone?
Gone.
Oh right, I forgot. Freddy's in this Disney after-school special. Freddy is now in both of the girls' dreams, which I guess they share because twin powers? Anyways, Lisa gets a much deeper slash on her back, but when she tries to tell her mother thinks she's Merritt, because Merritt, I guess, wants to be Lisa?
Tell her about Freddy. Mom! Please! Mom!
Hilariously, white coats suddenly appear and drag her off. Lisa's now in the crazy house, or so it would appear. It's actually just another nightmare, and before Freddy has a chance to do anything, Lisa wakes up.
No, Mom just called my regular doctor. He sedated you.
The two sisters get in a little kerfuffle over Frederick, but unless they work together, then neither may survive.
God, I wish I was an only child.
Knowing how this series goes, you might get your wish. Lisa decides to sit down and have a heart-to-heart with her mother over the terrible thoughts she's been having about her sister.
Me? I'm Lisa, your other daughter?
Lisa? There is no Lisa.
I guess little Miss Lisa is still in the dream world. Either that or her mother really doesn't know how a knife works.
Come to Mama.
Oh my god, it was Freddy! I didn't see that coming! Before Freddy can strike, Lisa wakes up again. But is she actually awake this time? Or is this fake out number 17? Lisa is starting to come around to the notion that Freddy might actually be stalking them in their nightmares, and her sister might not actually be as crazy as she thought. The two sisters have somehow managed to stay awake 4 days in a row, beating my record of 3. The only problem is they have to get through history and calculus.
You have a statement which is an easily recognized identity.
Well, one of the sisters failed to stay awake, but I'm not sure how that allows Freddy to turn this desk into a mechanical bull.
Up against the wall.
Luckily, a very manly looking stunt double takes the tumble down the stairs. Lisa wakes her sister from her little cat nap, and they realize they can't stay awake forever. Merritt comes up with the ingenious plan of getting advice from her guidance counselor. You know, the same guy that came into work hungover. I'm sure he'll know exactly what can be done about a dream demon.
I don't know, he's from the 60s. He knows all types of weird stuff.
Well, that's all the convincing I needed. They don't exactly tell him about Freddy, more so about how they can share their dreams together, and being the hippie that he is, he just goes along with it. He's honestly probably high as shit right now. That night, the sisters set their alarm for 1 hour and decide to confront Freddy together in their dreams. You can tell we're in the dream world now because everything is foggy and lit like a Dario Argento film.
Ever had a man in your bed before? Don't worry. I'll be real gentle.
Freddy, if you keep talking like that, you're gonna get a visit from Chris Hansen. Well, that was a huge letdown. One swing from a baseball bat and the day is saved? The next day at their school, their guidance counselor, who doubles as a party hypnotist in his off time, is going to hypnotize both sisters so he can show a random class how symbiotic twins are.
Lisa?
Yes?
Notice how they answer as one person.
What if this is a Fight Club scenario and Lisa really is the only sister that actually exists? The two girls are completely in sync now, so there's no way Freddy will stand a chance. You know, unless he wants another epic beatdown.
If we refuse to believe in Freddy, refuse to dream about him, he'll vanish.
Yeah, that worked out so well for Nancy. The two sisters go to bed so they can not dream about Freddy. But then they do.
Go, Gadget Arms!
I love that you can see the strings holding up the fake arm.
You don't exist! Stop!
And just like that, they easily defeated Freddy yet again. Oh well, I guess Merritt should get up and see where her sister went.
It doesn't work, you can't make him go away!
Oh no, he's hugging her to death, and then the couch just eats her. Merritt wakes up to find her sister dead, but it only gets worse from here.
What did you do to your sister?
No, it was Freddy! Lisa died for me, it was Freddy!
Looks like it's back to the insane asylum for Merritt. I mean, who's gonna believe her? Freddy came back from the dead and killed her sister in their dreams? Sure he did, you wacko. But this has to be one of the worst fates for any character in the Elm Street series. Most people just wind up dead when confronted by Freddy, but Merritt, she gets stalked when Freddy's alive, loses her father, spends time in the hospital because of it, is then released, only to have Freddy kill her sister, and then she takes the blame for all of it, simply because the previous events had left her all paranoid and shaken up. For a PG Elm Street show, it's not bad. The part where the girl's mother places the knife blades in her fingertips actually made me wince a bit, and I like the effect of Freddy's stretchy arm. It's low budget, but the audience has come to expect a certain amount of fun by this point in the series, so you've got to do something. The acting in the show isn't great. Neither sister went on to do anything of note, though one of them, Gry Park, did marry some con artist in the early 90s named Christophe Rocancourt, who bilked a lot of wealthy celebrities out of a lot of money. So there's that. Also, why did they introduce all these random characters for 1 or 2 scenes if Freddy was going to have absolutely nothing to do with them? Like the jealous bully girl who was upset the guy she liked was interested in Merritt. You'd expect Freddy to get her at some point, but nope, she's in maybe 3 scenes and then completely forgotten about. Still though, it's fine for what it is. It's basically a Goosebumps version of A Nightmare on Elm Street. But what are your thoughts on the episode Sister's Keeper? Let me know down in the comments. Anyways, that's all for today, but if you haven't seen the first part, well, you can check that out right here. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I can't wait to see you again as we check out some more Freddy's Nightmares.